Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the knife where we talk everything gear here. Yeah, the knife where we talk everything. That makes no sense, but that's my intro anyway. So anyways, we're just gonna keep rolling. We're not even gonna edit that out. We're just gonna keep moving forward. We got the Kansept knife here. We got a Tuya knife. It's gonna be a 2-for-1. We're gonna be looking at both of these. They'll all be linked down below. We're gonna be starting here with the Deadite. It is a tough knives design, so that's interesting. Love tough knives work, especially on the PSYOP collaboration with Vosti. This is one of my favorites. This one's number 69, giggity giggity. And this is probably a limited version too. So CPM S35VN Blackwash Titanium with 80s carbon fiber. Sounding like a good recipe right there. We have, well, this is always good, a Kansept little tough nice coin right there. That's looking nice. A little bit of attention to detail. We have the Kansept paperwork on here as well, wiping cloth, right, pretty standard stuff. But yeah, the nice coin that tells you that, ooh, here we go, let's take this guy out. Tells you this is a limited edition, and yeah, for coin collectors out there, like, this is a nice little touch. There's a tough, nice logo. But here we go, bam, boom. Let's see what the 69, just kidding, Deadite is all about. Oh man, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, baby, okay. We got a titanium bolster on this one. We got carbon fiber towards the back. So these are inlays, 80s camo carbon, like we said earlier. Titanium pocket clip. Here we go. No pull there at all, right? Titanium, everything here, right? There's no liner, so the same titanium from the bolsters kind of goes all the way to the back. Titanium back spacer, getting a little bit of pull somewhere. There we go. The pivot, the hardware is good. Obviously, we have a steel insert for steel contact. There we go. If you're ready, I'm ready. Got thumb deployment and a very interesting back flipper. So it has the jimping on the side. So that's looking interesting. Bam, there it is. So we have a very interesting, what are we calling this? Drop point, no, clip point blade. Looks like a clip point to me. Has a little bit of a curvature there. Beautiful swedge, flat grind with the satin finish. Almost a little bit of a tanto going on in a way. Not quite. This is straight. There's a decent, you know, kind of raise right here, so it's not your typical belly, right? Has a little bit of a peak here for some reason. I'm noticing that. S35VN steel, looking the best, right? That looks gorgeous. Of course, it is a frame lock, so good access to the frame lock here, right? Easy to disengage there. Not necessarily a whole lot of cutout from the show side, but still, nevertheless, easy to push down into the left. That steel insert right there for longevity. And then we have, what are we saying here, like 45% or so of the weigh in on the lock bar. That's not bad at all. You guys be the judge there. But let's see on the drop. Okay, a little bit of a shake shutter, right? Thumb deployment. That feels good, of course. Gotta love that. Let's test the reverse flick. Okay, I'm using the nail of my middle finger here. There we go. It requires a little bit of a workout, I'll tell you. Gotta send my middle finger to the gym to get some reps in on the bench press. So, but yeah, if you like a little bit of a stronger detent, you certainly got that going here. Light switching on that very interesting back flipper, by the way, works really nice. Can we push button it? Okay, that also works. Can we fail it? Yeah, I guess if you don't try, you could fail it. But yeah, that is very, very interesting. So multiple deployment options. And most importantly, I mean, it is a very elegant design. All right, you all take a look. That looks absolutely amazing there. Obviously, the ergos feel nice and comfortable. I do feel the pocket clip a tad bit, especially here towards the tip. So I'm going to go with like, you know, 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10 there. It's not reversible, right? Something to keep in mind. And also going to be about this much deep carry for reference. But this thing is really, really elegant, guys. Check out the alignment there. Smack in the middle, if you ask me. Right? Absolutely sign me up. And the thumb studs are also nice and comfortable. Very easy to use through and through. So love seeing that. Oh, man. All right, Miguel, put the knife down, sir. Like, I want to take some pictures. Listen, I got the size comparison little segment here coming up in just a second. Let's go ahead and check out this other knife here. It's from Tuya Knife, so a whole different brand. Let's see what this one is all about. We got some paperwork. We have this thing, whatever that is. Ooh, okay. That might be something for the pivot. We have a little bit of a peg here with 3 little, right, spikes on it. Take a look there, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting. Right, we have a usual Torx hexagonal shape here on the other side. We'll come back to this guy in a moment because it'll make a lot more sense here once we look at the knife. So we got the Tuya pouch, and if you're ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Bam. All right, this is numero dos, right? Number 2 of the, ooh, baby, this is a looker right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Tuya Allstar. Tuya Allstar, ladies and gentlemen. And right away, this thing is looking amazing. This thing looks so good. Are we are we working with an integral? Holy smokes, guys. Tuya is just going above and beyond, which I absolutely love to see, right? Full integral knife. Absolutely love it right there. It's going to be a frame lock. Beautiful crystallized finish on multiple different colors here. A little bit of a pivot color on this side. A little bit more of an insert bolster sort of on the other side. The pocket clip has a little bit of blue as compared to the purple here. It's a nice little contrast. Back flipper with some jimping. And it's an integral, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love that. Pocket clip, not reversible. It is about this much deep carry. And yeah, this thing is going to be a looker. Let's go ahead and deploy this thing, right? Back flipper here. Bam. All right, all right. We got a little bit of a Persian. All right, let's take it in a little bit of a Persian, right? Trailing point here. Looking good. Flat grind, right? And I'm assuming we have likely, future me double check, a DLC on this blade. It's absolutely what it looks like. S9EV steel. Love to see that. All right, looking good. Tuya logo on this side. S9EV. I don't see a collaboration logo. So this might be a Tuya in-house design all day. And it's going to be, let's see, a frame lock here. Right, nice and easy to disengage. Okay. Listen to the acoustics on this thing. Tuya absolutely knows how to dial that. Oh man, sounds so good. A little bit of a, I mean, it could drop shot on its own. You just got to kind of guide it. Look at that. All right. Love to see that right there. Now, of course, if you give it a little bit of a shake yourself, it's also a good way to get it going. And that back flipper there is interesting where it has the jimping. Both of these have such a different take on the back flipper. So this one has it on the side, this one has it on the top, but the back flipper looks so different. So boom, right? Also works as jimping here for your finger guard when gripping the knife. We'll check the ergos here in a moment, but let's zoom in here. We have about, of course, a steel insert for steel and steel contact, about 20. Right, was that 15-20% or so? Not a lot of access from the show side, but it's nice and chamfer on both ends, so you can easily push down and to the left and disengage. We can light switch it. We can push button it. There we go. Can we fail it? Okay. Oh well, that was close. Yeah, I guess you can if you don't put any effort, but as long as you're doing a decent effort, you should be good. Good alignment there on the blade, right? Smack in the middle. Stress relief cutout on the outside. And the ergos, let's see, right? Full 4-finger grip with my average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest. Quite a bit of jimping there for your thumb. As I said earlier, that flipper is going to be your finger guard. Also giving you a little bit of jimping here for extra grip. Love to see that. Now, let's see. If I squeeze really hard, I do feel the pocket clip a tad bit. It's actually pretty decently comfortable. I'm going to go 9 out of 10. So yeah, long story short, guys, ergos are pretty good on this guy. No doubt about it, right? So, and again, it all being an integral and all absolutely helps with that. No doubt about that. So good action, absolutely looks the best. And here we go. It makes a lot of sense now that we have this specific peg here. There are the 3 pins, there are the 3 holes. So this is your method here to try to, undo the pin, right? Just like that. Line it up and of course turn. A little bit of an interesting take, right? You might say, a T10 would have done the trick just fine, but they're trying something a little bit different there. So I give them kudos for that, especially the way it looks on the show side. It looks like something straight out of Naruto or Naruto or something. Check that out. But of course, let's do some size comparisons here. At least these two next to each other, the Deadite and the Allstar. Right? Deadite is a little bit larger. Allstar is a little bit shorter. All right, next to some of the usuals here in the channel, we have the MSI, we have the Stitch from Microtech. Take a look at those. All right, those are going to be a little bit longer, of course. We got the PM2 there. All right, very comparable to the Deadite. Here's a pair of 3. All right, pair of 3 is a little bit shorter by comparison. Here's a Demko AD 20.5 and the Kunwu Chad. Take a look at those. All right, love to see it. These are some very popular EDC knives. And I want to do a few more from each brand. This is the Tuya Strength. This is also an integral, the first integral from Tuya here. And they absolutely knocked it out with this one, right? Check out the upload if you haven't already. I have all these linked down below so you guys can check them out. Prices, availability, and variants. This is also a Tuya. This is the Tuya Anzu, and also looks the best, guys. So they do a really good job with their machining, with their fit and finish, right? Quality check and everything, right? Check out Tuya knives if you haven't already. They're absolutely insane, providing some really premium folders here for sure. And of course, Kansept, right? You already know about Kansept by now. We got the Nahual right here, right? It is a Magna Cut steel on a Kansept knife. I believe one of the first Magna Cut knives on the Kansept lineup. And then we have this interesting thing right here. It's called the Kansept Hazard, a Steven Dunok design. It's got this thing here called the Valley Lock. So makes it a very interesting knife. So definitely check it out if you haven't already, right? A little bit more or less comparison. Those two are comparable there. This one's a little bit shorter, but hopefully you own some of these knives. So that gives you more or less an idea, a ballpark, where all these knives land. That's obviously my goal, my purpose for doing these size comparisons. But of course, you already know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get scientific with it here, right? We're going to start with the Deadite. And here we go, S35VN steel on a piece of paper, nothing fancy. All right. Oh yeah, yeah, this is really smooth, you guys. Cutting to that paper there like nobody's business. Boom, bam. Oh yeah, no surprises there. Switching over to the Tuya Allstar S90V steel. Okay, there we go. Now keep in mind, this one has, both of these have seen some use via the different pass-arounds, so still holding a pretty good edge there if you ask me. Let's switch over to cardboard. I got a single wall piece of cardboard to test both of these, cutting at a diagonal angle here, starting with a Deadite. Here we go. Oh yeah. And one last one. There we go. Just fighting for leverage at the end there, that's all. Switching over to the Tuya Allstar, right? Same deal here. Bam, boom, bada bing, bada boom. Switching over to the other side. All right, clearly both of these can absolutely annihilate the cardboard, no doubt about it. I'm gonna give a nice little wipe right here on what looks to be this DLC coating, and look at that. All the streaks, all the marking, everything just disappeared, which is very nice. Love to see that. All right, looking good. And of course this one, right? No issues there. Just gonna give it a nice little wipe. Guys, rate these, both of these in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10, 10 being the sharpest, right? You all let me know. Well, there you have them, guys. That is the Kansept Deadite here, a tough knife design, very interesting knife indeed. Also, almost forgot to show you the little giggity detail. 69 out of 300. I absolutely love to see that limited run right there. Absolutely love it. Then we have, of course, the Tuya Allstar. This one is S90V steel. The bead blasted titanium just looks so good. It is an integral, so absolutely has its own sweet sauce as well. Let me know which of these two is your favorite down in the comment section below, and give me some feedback, right? What do you guys like about these? What do you love about them? Is there anything you dislike about them? Let me know. Of course, I'll have these all linked down below in the description and pinned comments so you guys can check them out. Those about the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. I'll put a Kansept video here to the left and a Tuya video to the right, guys. Check those out. If you made it to the end, you are the real MVP. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.